Hey there, job seekers. Welcome to Tiny's Career Corner. Ready to land your dream job? We've got your back. If you're tuning in today, chances are you're either polishing up your resume or about to tackle that dreaded job hunt. Now, before you hit send on that resume for your dream job, let's talk about the most common mistakes people make when writing resumes and how to avoid them. You know, crafting the perfect resume can feel like trying to solve a puzzle, blindfolded. There's so much pressure to get it just right. But don't worry, I'm here to help you navigate the resume jungle without tripping over the most common pitfalls. So let's dive into these 7 resume mistakes you're probably making and, of course, how to fix them. All right, let's kick things off with mistake number 1, the one-size-fits-all resume. Look, I get it. It's easy to just send out the same resume over and over again, but here's the thing. Recruiters are smart. They can spot a generic resume from a mile away, and trust me, they're not impressed. Each job has its own set of responsibilities and skills, so your resume should highlight those specific things. If you're applying for a marketing role, show off your marketing skills. If you're applying for a tech job, highlight your coding experience. A one-size-fits-all approach just doesn't cut it anymore. To fix this, take a few extra minutes, yes, I said minutes, and customize your resume for each job. Read the job description carefully and pull out key skills or responsibilities they're asking for. Then, match those with your experience. For example, if a job posting emphasizes communication skills, make sure you mention your experience with client communication or teamwork. Tailoring your resume shows you've done your homework and that you're genuinely interested in the role. Now, let's talk about mistake number 2, being vague about your job descriptions. Responsible for customer service or help with projects? Okay, but what does that really tell the recruiter? Not much, right? If you leave it that vague, you're missing out on a major opportunity to stand out. Instead of just listing what you did, focus on how you did it and what you accomplished. Employers want to know your impact, not just your duties. For example, instead of saying responsible for customer service, try managed a team of 5 to handle 50+ customer inquiries daily, leading to a 20% increase in customer satisfaction. See the difference? That's specific, measurable, and shows the value you brought to the table. Use numbers whenever you can, because they tell a powerful story. Let's move on to mistake number 3, forgetting to include relevant keywords from the job description. You might think that your resume will speak for itself, but in today's world, a lot of resumes are first read by something called an applicant tracking system, or in short, ATS. These systems scan your resume for keywords related to the job. If your resume doesn't have the right keywords, you could be missing out on getting noticed by an actual person. The fix here is simple. Read through the job posting and make sure you're using the same words and phrases they use. If the job description mentions project management or data analysis, make sure those terms show up in your resume, assuming you have that experience. The ATS is designed to look for specific words, and using them gives you a better chance of getting your resume in front of a human. It's like speaking the same language as the job posting. Next up, mistake number 4, overloading your resume with personal info. Listen, recruiters don't need to know your age, your relationship status, or your hobbies, unless, of course, your hobbies are directly relevant to the job. Including too much personal information can clutter your resume and, in some cases, even make it look unprofessional. Keep it simple. The only personal details you need are your name, phone number, email, and LinkedIn profile if you have one. If you're applying for a creative role, maybe throw in a link to your portfolio. But that's about it. Keep it professional and let your experience shine, not your personal life. All right, let's talk about mistake number 5, using an unreadable format. Fancy fonts, weird layouts, and colors that make your resume hard to read. I know you're creative. You want your resume to stand out. But here's the thing. If your resume looks like a rainbow threw up on it, it's not going to get the attention you want. Recruiters are reading tons of resumes, and they need to be able to skim through them quickly. Stick to a clean, simple format. Use classic fonts like Arial or Times New Roman, and keep font sizes between 10 to 12 pt. Use bold and italics to emphasize headings and key points, but don't overdo it. Keep the layout organized with clear sections like contact info, skills, experience, and education. Simple, professional, and easy to read is the goal. Now on to mistake number 6, forgetting to proofread. Sending out a resume with typos or grammatical errors. This one's a biggie. Nothing screams, "I didn't take this seriously," like a resume with a typo in your name or a grammar mistake in your job descriptions. You don't want the recruiter to think you're careless. Proofread your resume multiple times. Then take a break and proofread it again. And if you can, ask a friend or family member to take a look. Sometimes you just need another set of eyes to catch mistakes you've missed. You can also use tools like Grammarly or Hemingway to help catch errors. Trust me, a clean resume shows that you're detail-oriented, and that's a quality every employer wants. Last but not least, mistake number 7, listing every job you've ever had, including every position, even the irrelevant ones. Look, I know you've had some interesting jobs over the years, but if they're not relevant to the role you're applying for, don't list them. Putting everything on your resume can make it too long, and it's a waste of the recruiter's time. They want to know about the experiences that matter most to the job at hand. Only include relevant positions. If it's been more than 10 years and the job isn't related to the position you're applying for, leave it out. Focus on your most recent and most applicable work experience. You don't need to list every job from your high school days, unless you're applying for a role where that experience matters, of course. And there you have it, 7 common resume mistakes and how to avoid them. Hopefully this gave you a little clarity and a lot of motivation to revisit your resume. Remember, your resume is your first impression, so make it count. Take the time to tailor it, make it readable, and most importantly, show off your amazing skills and experience. You've got this. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tips. Best of luck with your job hunt, and I'll see you in the next one.